you going, bruh? The who they stress you out again, Namule?
Boy, I don't believe I the fool again.
Again?
But I mess up this time for real, for real. You really want to know?
Yes.
I want here.
Can't make it a big deal.
We
Sure.
know attack.
I know how you going now.
Oh, man.
You really want to know?
Again?
Take my plan, and I give up. I take my plan and put it in a shinee.
Wait, so tell me something. You still pay for this plan?
Yeah. But hear this. This plan, I can't left this plan. Smart Belize. This plan, I can't left this plan, yeah. This plan, I can't left this plan. Postpaid plan. This plan, I can't left this plan. Smart Belize, get unlimited data. Smart Choice plan can light up your day. Postpaid with eSIM, make everything better. Just visit Smart Showrooms today. Boom! I can't left this plan. I can't left this plan. Can't left this plan. I can't left this plan. Affordable for everyone. I can't left this plan. The postpaid plan, cause the data really strong.
You know why? Listen, hey, for the best post and prepaid. You know that smart catch, man.
My bad. Russia.
She could left me for another man. The truth, once I have my plan, once I have my Smart Plus plan, I no worry cause the data strong. I know when the bleed, cause that's all I need. And you could tell me where you are, but I know I left this plan. Smart have the best services. We post your plan have everything, so you could talk and text unlimited. Come set up your group, we got share plan 1 and 2. Up to 10 friends can connect anywhere. Boom! I can't left this plan. I can't left this plan. The postpaid plan, cause the data really strong. Don't dig it down, don't dig it down, don't dig it down. Smart Belize. Don't dig it down, 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 don't dig it. Smart, bringing people together.
I am Logic Shepherd. Many of you know me as Mad Bull. You know I'm here to work, and you know my heart belongs to my people and my tongue. I'm running for mayor again, along with my amazing dynamic team.
I am Joyce Canton, seeking re-election to continue the important work of keeping our natural environment and creating a vibrant and welcoming community for everyone. Let us continue to enhance our green spaces, strengthen our community to promote a safe and bright future for our families and children. I ask for your support once more. Let us continue this journey with a renewed commitment to our beautiful Orange Rock.
Everyone knows Big Sanch. For my 3rd term as councillor, I would like to continue working with you, Orange Rockeños, with our municipal growth plan, zoning, infrastructure planning, and so much more. Let's keep on track.
Thank you. I am Alan Yu, seeking re-election for a 2nd term. We have been busy ensuring that the development of small businesses is stimulated and nurtured in our town. Orange Rock deserves the best, and this team will deliver for you.
Hello, Orange Rock. My name is Alondra de la Fuente, new to the team but not to leadership. I hope to work with young people and help make our town vibrant and active with the youths.
I am Kader Escalante, and I'm also seeking re-election to continue the hard work of keeping our drains and street side clean, enhancing the beauty of our town while ensuring public health and safety. Join us as we take Orange Rock to another level for this term.
Fellow Orange Rockeños, this is Dorette Pascasio, advocate for special education, culture, and women's affairs. Our town has done really well in recognizing the place of women and in organizing educational events that benefit young people. Let's keep up with those initiatives in this new term.
We have worked hard for you, and with unity, focus, determination, and your support, we will continue to work. Join us on this exciting journey, moving forward, one town, one vision.
Good evening. With your news also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7, I am Joanna Rodriguez. The Senate Special Select Committee tasked to investigate the government and Puerto Rico's definitive agreement has begun its work, but at its last session, all questions posed to those called to the stand were blocked. Former Minister of Lands Hugo Pat and former Commissioner of Lands Wilbert Vallejos were called to testify, but under the advice of their lawyer, Dean Barrow, they refused to answer any of the senators' questions. Their justification: the terms of reference for the committee does not mention land transactions, and nor does the definitive agreement. In a nutshell, Vallejos and Pat, based on what their lawyer told them, the Senate's Special Select Committee does not have the authority to question them about anything that has to do with land transaction. Today, the Prime Minister of Belize, Honorable John Briceño, was asked to give his opinion on the recent blockage that the senators faced. Here is his response.
That he can do that would not necessarily have to do something directly with the government as in this one. So that is my first point. Secondly, I believe that the former Prime Minister continues to try to protect his former government. He was the one that he admitted readily that his government, there are many corrupt actors in his government, and so now he is doing his best to be able to protect what has taken place. I think it's a sad day for Belize.
With the Puerto Rico Agreement being an extremely controversial document, many issues surround the project, including land transactions. With that in mind, the PM believes that senators were in all that right to pose the questions they did.
Well, first of all, it was not the government that set up the terms of reference. It's the Senate Set Committee, that's one. But secondly, when you're setting up your terms of reference, you set it up broadly. You do not set every single step of what can be done. It's done in broad strokes. So when it comes to Puerto Rico, there are many issues that affect Puerto Rico and the definitive agreement. And the issuing of land in that area, that all of it was issued within a very, very short span, and that right after that it was sold to the same actors that are somehow directly or indirectly connected to the project, raises many questions. And I think that the Senate Select Committee had every right to ask those questions.
Has the government considered maybe seeing how they can take back those lands and compensate those persons, or do you think that might just lead to some more legal challenges?
Yeah, that's something that we'd have to take a look. Unless if we can, well, certainly I think we'd have to be able to take a closer look and to see if there was any wrongdoing, that if the law was broken in issuing this land, then maybe it's something that we can consider.
6 months after the government lotteries, Bolido, Ordinary Lottery, and Jackpot Lottery were put on pause, the Briceño administration resumed the sale of government lotteries on December 1st, with the first drawing taking place on December 3rd. Since then, Bolido and lottery enthusiasts have been purchasing their lucky numbers. And while it's not always a win for them, the nightly and weekly draw are raking in big bucks for the government. Today, the Prime Minister was asked how the money will be utilized.
From what we're looking at, we are going to exceed over $70 million in sales in 1 year. If you remember, previously they were reporting 18 and 19 million and 20 million. We are exceeding over $70 million. That is what the former Prime Minister should be talking about.
IOM believes, in partnership with a number of government departments, including Immigration, Vital Statistics, Labor Department, and Social Security, will be hosting the very first Identity and Integration Mobile Hub here in Orange Walk Town over the weekend. The mobile clinic will be taking place at the People's Stadium on Saturday and Sunday and will be offering a number of services, including on-site passport application, Social Security card application, job matching, as well as embassy services. This weekend's activity, according to Diana Locke of IOM Belize, is the first in a series of mobile hubs which will take place across the country as they embark in a mission to address identity needs across Belize throughout 2024.
Okay, we call it the Identity and Integration Hubs. It's similar to what we did for the Amnesty Hub. We're actually working with the government of Belize to bring immigration, social security, any type of service that leads to a national identity in one place that people can access it in one location. So tomorrow we will not have Vital Stats with us here, but we're going to have the Nationality and Passport Department of the Ministry of Immigration. We're going to have Social Security. We're going to have the Labor Department.
In terms of the Nationality and Passport Department, they will be delivering an array of services which traditionally would require a lengthy process, including application for a passport as well as updates on the ongoing amnesty program.
Well, we know that being a migrant in Belize, at some point you must integrate into one of our systems, which is you can apply for a passport tomorrow. That is, if you already have nationality, if you're a citizen of Belize. If you don't and you are interested in getting information or applying for permanent residence, you can do that. Or the border crossing card, as well as nationality status through marriage, through registration, and through descent, which is through your parents. So any one of those services, if you need information or assistance tomorrow and Sunday, you can reach out to us and we should be able to help you in every way.
So these services are like, the same that they're offered or in the same form or the same way that it is offered in the offices as well?
It is the same process that we do in the offices will be offered tomorrow and Sunday here. Same thing.
The hope, according to IOM, is to reach as many community members during these mobile hubs, especially those in rural communities.
Labor Department will be bringing their Employment Services Unit, so they'll be here to share information about job opportunities that are available in this area. We have Social Security that will be joining us, and they will be coming along with us. Both of them will be coming along with us on all the future hubs that we're going to do across the country in each district. They're going to be offering their services to apply for a Social Security card, provide information for persons who need information. I think they're going to be setting appointments. I think they're hoping that as we go along, they might actually be able to bring the data services for capturing the card information. That's one of the things I understand that they're trying to do, but tomorrow they won't have all of that. But this is the first one.
Also taking place during Saturday's mobile clinic will be the issuance of the first batch of registration cards to persons who were approved during the amnesty program.
Yes, Amnesty 2022. We're now issuing the first approved amnesty cards tomorrow, which is a big deal for us. And of course, for the persons who have applied because they have waited patiently for this time. So having them come here tomorrow and Sunday to pick up that card and getting that status now of being a resident of Belize is something big for us and for them, of course. So we will be doing that as well and looking forward to having people picking up their cards.
The mobile hub kicks off at 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the People's Stadium on Saturday, February 16th and Sunday, February 17th. A group of persons working under the National Health Insurance were today up in arms in Corozal. Early this morning, the employees threatened to go on strike at the Corozal Polyclinic after they found out that their salary was yet to be processed. While the men and women reported to work, they refused to perform their mandated duties. To appease the situation, a meeting was called at 9 in the morning and apparently all issues were ironed out. We spoke to Dr. Daisy Mendez, technical advisor for the National Health Insurance, who clarified some of the questions that these employees are seeking answers for.
So the way the payment process works is that the National Health Insurance doesn't cover, or how could I say not cover, it doesn't write or carries out the payroll for any of the employees. the national health at the facilities, the national health insurance actually pays a provider for the services being purchased on a monthly basis. So every 15th in our contract agreement with the provider, in this case, the employer for these doctors or the entire staff at the clinic is the Ministry of Health, right? So on the 15th of every month, a payment is made for the services that we purchase. Who does the payment and the salaries for their employees is the local administration or the Ministry of Health. So it's not under our responsibility to actually develop a payroll for any employee because they're not NHI employees. They're under the entity we sign a contract with. These clinics are not NHI clinics. These clinics are NHI contracted clinics. We purchase services from these clinics. So in our contract agreement is that every 15th, they get paid for the services for all the providers, pharmacy, laboratory, for all the services we purchase, we pay every 15th. How they pay their employer or their employees is between the employer and the employee. We don't have employees at the facilities.
The fact that the elderly and others seeking the NHI services were derived from doing so is also raising concern, says Mendes.
Well, it is a concern because it does affect the services. It does a crucial service, health. It raises a concern for us, but really, it's something that needs to be ironed out and trashed out at their management level, at their local level, between the employer and the employee. We have we have a contract, we comply with our end, but what happens on that other side, really, it's hard for us to really come and tell you how to use your money, or what to do. We just have to make sure that what we owe, we pay on such a date, agreed date, and that's exactly what happened. We really haven't had any trouble with any other provider, or at least today, we were unaware of any other issues because the money was in there. So it's something that needs to be cleared between the employee and their employer. And their employer is not the National Health Insurance.
While we had the opportunity to decipher this line of questioning with Dr. Mendes, we also used the opportunity to get her perspective about the idea that now all public hospitals in Belize can provide the free services to the people of this country. We asked her how that impacts the line of work of the National Health Insurance.
Okay, well, honestly, Elmer, we've thought about it, and people really express that at minimum $2 co-payment it's really minimum for them and realistic, and it guarantees them certain services that they're able to access, or probably less waiting time. That, for example, the $2 and you're able to access private services from the private sector contract where we have contracts. They're really happy. I can afford $2 and I get all the services that I need, or at a minimum co-payment, I'm able to get all the medications that I need, or the imaging services that I need, or I can get my ultrasound, So really it hasn't reached to us any complaints about it, and so we continue as is.
The NHI program was recently rolled out in the Orange Walk district. We asked Dr. Mendes what the Orange Walkenians' response to the program has been like. This is what she told us.
We have gotten quite a high intake of persons seeking to register at any of the 3 facilities. It has really opened up access not only to the persons living in the town, but also in the communities in the district. The feedback has really been positive. The persons have expressed, I can access now my diabetes treatment or my high blood pressure treatment at a minimum cost, taking into account that the persons over 60 years and older, the pregnant women and children under 5 are exempted from these co-payments. It has really been positive, that they're able to access what they need at the primary care setting.
Coming up next, contract signed for construction of General Hospital for San Pedro Town and Key Cocker. Stay tuned.
Fernando Sanchez for counselor. Two-time counselor is a versatile leader, loving husband with 2 children. Skills have helped him in improving entertainment and recreational activities. Media member brings increasing transparency. High connection with the people of the town, especially in sports. Experience with both past Mayor Bernard and now Mayor Shepherd helps to foster development in his hometown. Fernando Sanchez for counselor.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Hello there, Pocket Mobile lovers. Pocket Mobile is back this month of love with a huge lovers sale. This Valentine's, get your perfect gift for your special person. Introducing matching customized phone cases. Send us your matching picture, phone model, font and background, and leave the rest to us. All at unbeatable prices. Remember, you can shop at Pocket Mobile for your favorite mobile device, quality and original accessories, and so much more. Gamers, we got you. From gaming devices to services, including game top-ups, all at one convenient stop. We're located at corner St. Peter Street and Progress Street, Orange Walk Town. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at Pocket Mobile. Contact us at 655-6582. Pocket Mobile, your future devices and accessories.
Double your love, double your tech, and say I love you with the latest gadgets. So forget the flowers and chocolates and surprise them with the gifts they want. Match or mix any Redmi A2 or ZTE Blade A71 to get 2 of the same, or combine for an all-time low price of just $399. Stand out when you buy 2 Android smartphones for only $209, or 2 Redmi 13C for an unbeatable $649. Save even more when you shop, save, and secure your Galaxy devices with Samsung's 1-year local warranty. Get a free 32GB SD card with any Galaxy A04e or the Galaxy A24 plus the Key Select KR smartwatch for a stunning $589. Or buy one KR watch for only $109 and get 50% off the second one. Visit us at any of our branches in Belize City, Belpan, San Pedro, and now in Orange Walk. Or shop from anywhere using our virtual store via Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp at 615-5141.
Attention all passionate supporters of the People's United Party. Get ready to join us for an electrifying celebration on February 21st as we mark the nomination day of the PUP 7 candidates. We're calling on all supporters to gather at Liberty Avenue at 8:30 a.m. for a thrilling parade. Wear your blue shirts proudly and don't forget to bring your blue and white flags. Together, we'll march in unity from Liberty Avenue to Treasury Department, where our candidates will officially be nominated to represent our party in the upcoming municipal elections. Join us on February 21st at 8:30 a.m. on Liberty Avenue. Together, let's move forward. One town, one vision. See you there.
Neha Alliance for Conservation and Development has been doing tremendous work over the years in making sure that the Corozal Bay Wildlife Sanctuary is protected. Its latest visible engagement was on February 14, 2024. According to the social platform, the organization manages a team was patrolling the waters of the bay in the vicinity of Punta Col. There they saw a distressed green turtle struggling in the water. Now, turtles are an endangered species and the team wasted no time in assisting the animal. Today, SACD's Leomir Santoya shared with us what transpired on Wednesday when the rangers saved the female turtle, which measured 45 centimeters in carapace length and 40 centimeters in carapace width, still considered a juvenile.
The Rangers were conducting a routine patrol, and as they were arriving by the Punta Col area, this is west of Sarteneja village. They sighted a small turtle that was showing some distress in terms of being unable to swim as normal and being unable to dive. You know, as turtles, they dive down to feed on seagrass, some of them, and others, well, they eat seafood, like conchs and shrimps. But this one specifically is, it was identified as a green turtle and showing signs of distress. So they rapidly get closer and try to assist the turtle. And during this time, they observed that the turtle was unable to sustain itself. So they had to retrieve it from the water and immediately report to our office that they found this turtle. So we prepared in the office to transport the turtle as soon as they dock in the main pier in Sarteneja to the Wild Trucks Rehabilitation Center. So we, as soon as they dock the pier, we transport the turtle to Wild Trucks, where now it is being put under observation and medicated, as it was identified that the turtle may have some sort of respiratory problem, which caused the turtle that they cannot dive down, no?
The turtle's respiratory condition is being treated at Wild Tracks, whose primary work is with manatees and primates. However, if the turtle's breathing does not get better, then the Fisheries Department will be called in to take over the situation. For now, it remains under observation at Wilder Tracks. Today, the government of Belize joined the Belize judiciary in celebration of the launch of the Partnership of the Caribbean and the European Union on Justice, known as the Peace Justice Project. This regional initiative is led by the UNDP and other partners such as the EU, and it seeks to aid Caribbean courts, prosecutors, lawyers, police investigators, and prisons to reduce case backlog in their criminal justice system. As a main partner and contributor of the project, EU Ambassador to Belize, Her Excellency Marianne Van Steen, today highlighted the EU's commitment towards the advancement of the judicial system in Belize and the Caribbean region on a whole.
It is a sign of the commitment of the European Union and the Caribbean to work hand in hand in the defense of those values that we still think are important, and that is upholding the rule of law and democracy. Here in Belize, it is a program that seeks in particular, of course you've made a long list of objectives, but I think we're looking in particular to the challenge to reduce the case backlog in the criminal justice system, and of course to prevent future backlogs, because receiving a swift reaction from the justice system is very important for the psychological well-being of the victims, as it signals to them that the authorities take seriously the injuries they have or may have suffered. It's essential for society as a whole, as it sends out a clear message to potential offenders that it can act as a deterrent. Delays in the process, on the other hand, can indeed result in victims and their loved ones being left in limbo, or feeling that they're being left in limbo, and victims feeling every time re-victimized by having to repeatedly retell the story and the traumatic experience they may have gone through. I was informed of a data which really struck my attention. Back in 2021, it's a while ago, but I do not think the situation has increased that much. In the World Prison Brief, apparently 52% of all the Caribbean prison population were being held without a conviction. That's a lot. And I think UNDP has undertaken a lot of efforts in order to look at the causes of that. And we very much hope that with this program, Peace Justice, we will be able to contribute to strengthening the justice system and address the deficiencies there may still be.
For Belize, the project will address human and technological resources and capacity constraints. This, according to the Prime Minister, will significantly aid towards his government's sustainable development goals in Plan Belize.
PS is a justice project. It is a great initiative for Belize. This is so because it fits perfectly in line with our Plan Belize agenda. It also aligns with our medium-term development strategy. It will help us to achieve Sustainable Development Goal number 16, that calls on us to create societies where all of us can live peacefully with all our neighbors, no matter how they look or speak, how they love or pray. We call it inclusive societies. It is about helping governments to be more accountable to its people, to create societies where people have respect and commitment for the rule of law. To build an equitable and stronger nation, we need the judicial system that enhances efficiency and accountability in the delivery of justice. That is why last year we reorganized and restructured the High Court, increased salaries for judges, and augmented the number of persons on the bench.
The project will be over $200,000 invested into Belize's legal system on an annual basis, which will significantly impact its effectiveness across the country, according to the Prime Minister.
This project is good for Belize because it is about helping us accomplish a more fair and just judicial system. It will help us in other ways too, like providing alternative pathways for youths at risk. It assists us to better recognize the needs of our citizens. An efficient judiciary capable of responding to the needs of citizens helps to build public trust in the legal system. A competent and effective judicial system is also an imperative for the development of a robust business and investment ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an initiative that is destined for success because it has buy-in of our Chief Justice, of our Attorney General, of our Minister of Home Affairs and New Growth Industry, of our Director of Public Prosecutions, the Minister of Human Development, Families and Indigenous Affairs, and it has my government's unwavering support.
The event also saw the participation of Belize's Chief Justice, Honorable Madame Louise Blenman, Minister of Home Affairs, Honorable Karim Musa, along with Attorney General Anthony Sylvester, and a number of stakeholders within the country's legal justice system. Today, Prime Minister Honorable John Briceño and Mr. James Sao, General Manager of the Taiwan Overseas Engineering and Construction Company, OECC, signed a $16,678,680 US contract for the design, construction, and equipping of a general hospital for San Pedro Town and Kikocker. This project is funded by a grant from the government of the Republic of China, Taiwan.
It's something that was announced, I think, almost a year ago, but it went through a very lengthy process to ensure that we have the right plans, and that, for instance, that then this could be, this general hospital can be built, getting value for money, and to be able to serve, I mean, the mecca of tourism, which is both San Pedro and Kikocker.
The contract signing is in furtherance of the cooperation agreement signed by Belize and the Republic of China, Taiwan in January 2023 to strengthen both countries' mutual cooperation. In attendance for the signing were Honorable Kevin Bernard, Minister of Health and Wellness, Honorable Andre Perez, Area Representative for Belize Rural South, His Worship Wally Nunes, Mayor of San Pedro Town, Mrs. Narda Garcia, CEO in the Office of the Prime Minister, Mrs. Wen Chao, Counselor at Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Mr. Tony Chang, OECC Deputy General Manager, and Mr. Jason Lin, OECC General Manager Assistant. At its quarterly press briefing held on the 19th of December 2023, the Central Bank of Belize informed the public of the issuance of revised Practice Direction Number 7, Regulation of Fees and Charges, which was to become effective the 2nd of January 2024. The purpose of PD number 7 is to regulate fees and charges imposed by domestic banks on customers. Targeted fees include those on dormant accounts, account closures, salary release, cancellations, savings account maintenance, transfers within the same bank, and loan payment waivers, all of which are to be restricted to $0. Additionally, O-Network ATM withdrawal fees are to be restricted to a maximum of 25 cents per transaction. The reduction in fees for ATM withdrawals did not sit well with the Belize Bank Limited, and on January 2nd, 2024, the bank secured an interim injunction against the Central Bank of Belize's Practice Direction. The Supreme Court ordered that Belize Bank's application for judicial review of the CBB's Practice Direction is heard at full hearing scheduled for this month. The CBB is not permitted to enforce its practice direction before the outcome of Belize Bank's application is determined. While that hearing is yet to take place, today Prime Minister John Briceño informed the media that government has been meeting with both entities to avoid further litigation.
And we believe that there would be no need to go to court, and that we can to meet the objectives of the central bank, and that's what we're working for.
On February, that is 15, 2024, the United Nations Development Program's UNDP newly appointed resident representative for Belize, Kishan Kode, presented his credentials to Francis Fonseca, Minister of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, officially commencing his term as UNDP's resident representative for the country. Kode will be based at the UNDP multi-country office in Jamaica, from where he will represent UNDP in Belize, Bermuda, the Cayman Islands, the Bahamas, Jamaica, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Minister of Foreign Affairs Fonseca expressed his appreciation to UNDP as a good partner for Belize on a number of development issues. As a champion for inclusive and sustainable development, Kode pledged continuing support across several sectors throughout the UNDP Country Program CP 2022-2026, incorporating innovative and sustainable solutions on climate action, disaster resilience, ecosystem conservation, low carbon development, social vulnerability, citizen security, access to justice, and sustainable finance. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Monday, February 19th here on CTV3 and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/CTV3BelizeNews or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News BV. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at CTV3 News, have a safe and pleasant weekend. Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.